Zdravo ljudi, ja sam Zeka, dobrodošli opet u Vampire the Masquerade. Izvinite ako mi malo glas drugačiji, pošto mi je malo nestalo glas, ali da, ne veze, valjda ćemo to, valjda će to biti, znaš, kako da kažem, nebitno za vas ljudi, ali eto. Da, znači beše prošli put, ja mislim da smo kako se zove, dobili onog premeta od onog duha i tako da eto, sad bi trebalo da se rešava taj problem sa ovim, kako se zove, Taris i Bertram Tank, pa eto. Također mogu ovo isto da sredim kao neki misije za ovaj duh, ali vidjet ćemo za to ljudi. Ali mi prvo samo idemo kod The Asylum, pa da pričamo sa Taris, pa da vidimo šta onda, znaš, šta onda posle mi radimo. Okej. Ajmo, ništa onda kao obično ništa se nije promenilo ovdje u PS7. Okej. Stigli smo. Opa! Jeanette.
How odd. I was just having naughty thoughts about you. You made quite an impression earlier. Did you come up just to cheer lonely little me?
Yes, da. Odd.
Really? Do I often pogo stick through your thoughts wearing nothing but a smile? Be honest. Or don't. What all suede kittens do. On hands and knees, you lap up the milk of me. And we purr, kitten, like dragonflies buzzing around frog bellies. So, Therese told me you might be back with something for her. Do you have it with you? It's beautiful, like a knight in shining armor, dangling at the end of a noose.
It will look good on you, I'm sure anything does. Da, ovdje sam sjebao, ja mislim da ne možemo više raditi onu emisiju za duh, ali ne veze, nije bitno.
That was cliché and predictable, but you can say it any time, and I'll act like you were the first and only. Are you sure that's the kind of thing you want to say to me? Keep bending me, and I'm bound to snap. Oh, did she now? I spend a few nights with Bertram, and all of a sudden he's the pox of Santa Monica. Paranoia and Therese have been bedfellows for longer than I can remember. Indulge my curiosity. What did you really think of Therese? There are nuns that sin more often than her. In fact, she won't even feed unless it's poured into a glass for her. Myself, I like to bite. Oh, I wish I could do something about it, but Bertram won't believe it's off until he hears Therese say it's off. And as I told you, I'm really not sure where Therese is. However... Do you know Gallery Noir down the street? I happen to know there's a charity event being organized there. Lots of influential Santa Monicans slithering in for token appearances. But there's one thing they don't know. The whole event's been set up by a kindred trying to establish their own power clique in our city, and we can't let that happen, can we? So I need some brilliant young upstart to spoil the milk. I promise this won't take long. Take this knife. Give the paintings in the gallery a good slashing. Don't get caught, and don't turn it into a massacre. And steal the charity box, would you? Buy yourself something velvet. I'm sure Therese will be thrilled to honor your agreement when you get back. But in the meantime, get to the museum and ruin those paintings. Then pay me a visit. I want to hear all about it. Hurry up. I can only amuse myself for so long.
If I don't get to see Tug when I get back.
Oh, and there was something about the paintings. What was it? I can't remember. Oh well, have fun, Duckling. Should I draw a map for you? The gallery's right down the street.
Galerije, znači mi moramo da uništimo
I see you.
nekoliko ubetne stvari kao.
I see you. Should I draw a map for you? The gallery's right down the street. Should I draw a map for you? The gallery's right down the street.
Ovo izgleda kao njihovi otac, kao ovaj vajde Therese. Nevjerojatnije, da, pošto, da, sa kosom, a ovo je vajde... Ne, ovo je Therese, ovo je Jeanette, ja mislim. Nisam siguran. Možda čak obrnuto, ali nisam siguran. Nema veze, samo idemo dole. I idemo da dobijemo našeg posla. Ajmo mi ljudi. Ja se sećam ovog misije kad sam je malo igrao ovu igricu. Znam gdje je otprilike, mislim. Mislim, nije da je ovako teško da se nađe, mislim. Mislim da je tu ovdje. Sa druge strane zapravo, da. Čekaj, šta je to bilo? Ja mislim da je ovdje zapravo, da. Ovdje. Jeste to.
Hey, hold on a minute there. I'm afraid you are committing a 351. That's trespassing on private property. I'm gonna have to ask that you vacate the premises immediately, or I'm afraid I'll be forced to radio this in.
Didn't you get the call?
Huh? What call are you talking about there, Chief?
One of the artists pissed off the directors, so I'm to pull their art from the show.
And who might you be then, Chief?
I'm the guy that's going to plant your face in the wall if you don't let me in. E sad ne znam šta je ovo.
Yeah? That pay well? Just taking one look at you, I'd say there's a lot of money in that line of work. Me, security's in my blood. Father's father, my 6 brothers. Yeah, we're all real keen on upholding the law, like a family of Magnum PIs. Look, I'll let you in, but I'll be filing a 62A on this when I get back to the security station after my shift, just so you're aware.
Boje filira i kao 45B. Ne znam ni šta je to.
Yeah, Yeah, that's right. I mean, who wouldn't file a 45B, huh? Everyone knows about 45B. Anyway, go ahead on in and you have yourself a nice night.
Baš, hvala. Mislim da ne treba idemo na tamo kao. Treba samo ovdje vajde. Okej, sad treba se malo pazimo. Zato što ovo će biti malo zajebano, ljudi. Ček. Ajmo da sejfujemo igricu ovdje. Tako. I sad... Moramo da... Da. Okej. Šta je, čekaj. Čekaj. Jedan. Ja sam sjeban ovdje, mislim. Boje nek umrem. Da, kao mora po redu. Pa mi smo sjebani bez obzira, brate. Da. Load game. Zbog toga sam ja sačuvao, jer ovo je bilo malo komplikovano. A sad neće biti. Mislim, ono, nadam se. Beše ovo. Pa onda ovo. Pa onda ovo. Pa onda ovo. I sad smo pozvali neki demon ili šta već, otko je znam. Idemo dok hoćemo blood buff. Jebem ti mater. Dobre. Jebem ti mater. Pa koliko mi je trebalo? Quest complete. Dobre. Okej. Ništa, onda vratimo se tamo nazad. Kod Jeanette. Pa da vidimo šta će da ona kaže.
It's a nice night out, huh? It's a nice night out, huh?
Brate, dva likova izgleda, a ono... Zvuče isto. Isti čovjek. Da, meni se popravio ovaj kao health, ali je veoma sporo. Veoma sporo.
You. What were you thinking? How could you give her that item from the hotel? Do you know what she did with it? She threw it into the Pacific. Do you know what this means? It means that I can't get rid of the spirit now, which means that that property is useless to me. And to make matters worse, someone's just gone and ruined my event at the gallery.
Znači, taj... Šta već, vampir koja je organizovan taj event je zapravo bilo njena sestra. Kakva ovo Jeanette, majke ti. Namestila je nama itekako.
Shut up! I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture, but nothing's changed. Because of them, I'm in a worse position than I was before. The Ocean House is worthless. So our business is forfeit. The feud is on.
You're a rational, professional woman. There's something I can do.
I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I want to meet with her, and explain that they were said in the heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner, to reconcile. But I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones.
If the Baron wants her sister back, I will get her. I'll go. Then the fuse off.
For all her unwholesome diversions and irritating disruptions, I should be less tolerant of her. She is my sister, however, and I suppose I'm obligated to forgive her her trespasses. I did sire her after all. Please, be quick about it.
Nisam to trebao da uradim, ali jebik. Zapravo, čekaj, koliko imam experience? Imam 10 zapravo, ovo je super. Ja zapravo ne znam. Aj, može. Izgleda da mora idemo kod ovog. Šta već. Taj diner, da pričamo sa Jeanette, da kažemo da njena sestra nije htjela kao stvarno za te pretnje koje je davala njoj kao po svašta. I samo otvori neki. Aha, evo. Da, to je ovaj diner. Čekaj samo malo da sačuvam jer ja sećam ovoga veoma dobro. Ne! Load game, čekaj šta je ovo? Čekaj. Dobro, moram da sačuvam ovo, odnosno save game. Save sam je. Dobro.
Need some company?
Ovo će malo postati sjebano, ali... Vidjet ćemo, vidi. Ajmo. Ajmo probamo ovako.
Hey, stop, man!
Ok, load. Morat ćemo nekako drugačije. Ajmo da probamo zapravo ovako normalno. Sa nožem. Sa blood buff. Pa vidimo šta ćemo sa time dostignuti. To je to. Check save game. Može.
I'm so relieved you're safe. I wanted to warn you when I heard it was a setup, but Therese pulled a gun on me and I locked myself in the bathroom and she's threatening to kill me and you have to help me!
Of course, I'll save you. But first, tell me what happened.
Therese knew it was you at the gallery all along. She set you up and... Did you hear that? She's crazy. She paid those thieves for a hit. She'll kill anyone who gets in the way of her becoming the top dog of Santa Monica.
Dwa.
Hurry! I don't know how much longer I have.
I'm on my way. Ok, treba se još jedan posačuva. Moramo pobjeći od ovog policajci, što zapravo... A što sam ja glup? Dobro. Ajde. Ajde. Moram još jedan put ovo.
I'm so relieved you're safe. I wanted to warn you when I heard it was a setup, but Therese pulled a gun on me and I locked myself in the bathroom. Hurry!
Ok. Moramo pobjeći. Zapravo, pa šta se dogodilo? Čekaj bre. Više mi ne jure policajci što je čuno, ali dobro. Ajde, nemamo toliko vremena.
You stay out of this. To think anyone would risk their life for this filthy, tainted waste of blood. This will just make it easier to kill both of you. Help! Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear! Shut up, Jeanette. I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me. You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
Jeanette?
Oh, I just knew you'd come to save me. I promise you, if you help me out of this, I'll make sure you find Bertram. I swear. With Therese out of the way, I can do a lot more than just that for you.
What's going on
Isn't
here?
it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less? So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead.
Go on, Jeanette.
Had his way with you, and he didn't have to force you. You went limp and became his plaything. Do you think I didn't hear it? Night after night? Always the obedient daughter until... Shut up. Just shut up! Would you like to tell the story? She makes herself out to be the virgin queen of the night, pious as a nun, stable as the Earth's orbit. But it's all an act, isn't it? I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me? Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down, blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten.
Duh.
She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
You're right, Jeanette. Therese tried to have me killed.
Therese'll never let you live. You've disappointed her. I used you, yes, but I didn't try to have you killed. Therese has no problem with killing, do you? Remember Father? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
What happened to your father, Jeanette или Therese? Jeanette.
Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, He died with a smile on his face.
I can't believe you killed your own father, Therese.
The police sure did. They broke us up for a little while, remember? The first thing you did after your escape was find me. Enough! Don't say another word about that. So, sweet sister, is this how it has to end? I admit I always knew this night might come. Well, any message you want me to give Father? An apology? A love letter?
Grab the gun, Jeanette.
I killed her. I didn't want her to go. I only wanted her to change. You understand, don't you? Poor Therese. You wanted to find Bertram. He's at the old gas station in an empty oil tank. He'll help you because I'll ask him to. But you must keep your tongue tied tight about what happened this night. Understand?
I understand. Goodbye. Znači, old gas station na jednom praznom oil tank. Dobro. Odnosno ulje kao neki tank. Dobro, I understand. Goodbye.
Don't hesitate to come see me once in a while. I'm going to be so lonely without Therese. I mean, I may need someone like you sometime. And I do get bored so easily. Maybe you could come by and cheer me up sometime.
I'll come back, I promise. Goodbye. Check it out. Ovdje je tako platila, vajde. Znači zapravo Jeanette i Therese su bili jedna osoba, nego ja ne znam stvarno što se dogodilo, možda ovaj neki identitet kao crisis ili tako što bi rekla, ali ne znam nije više. Bez obzira sad barem razmišlja ova da je tu samo Jeanette, što je najbitnije. Jebeš ti Therese, najbolje je Jeanette. Ajde, i vi ćete zašto. Mislim već znate što će dogoditi posle, pa eto. Ajde, ništa onda. Goodbye my wife, ok. Idemo dole. Ok. Ok, ja mislim da je dovoljno. Sada smo obavili jednu bitnu stvar. Sada postoji samo Jeanette i to je sigurno. Ja ću da ovo brzinski da sejfujem. Jesam sejfovao, jesam. I da. Sada više nema Therese i Jeanette kao jedna osoba, samo ima Jeanette, što je najbitnije. I eto, nadam se da... šta da se nadam kad već znam. Ali, da, sada znamo lokaciju Bertram Tang, šta već. I eto. I Vaj će nama pomoći jer će Jeanette tražiti od njega da kao nama pomogne, pa eto. Vjerojatno će on to raditi, s obzirom naš. Zašto ima istorije sa Jeanette, ili šta već. Ali boga mi imat ćemo mi isto sa njom nešto. I to uskoro je, mislim. Ali vidjet ćemo. Kad će biti, ne znamo tačno, ali uskoro. Ali da, kao što ste gledali, ako vam sviđa dajte like, želite naravno dati jedan sub, dajte sub i da, vidimo se sljedeći part, gdje ćemo mi poznati sa Bertram Tang da nas pomogne kako ulazimo u taj warehouse i da stavimo taj bomb u taj warehouse koji je zaštićen od sabat ne znam za koji korist oni to sačuju taj warehouse, ali bez obzira znam da je nešto loše, pa eto. I da. I također ću isto da vidim sa Jeanette kako će napredim, pa eto. To je, realno Jeanette je ono bitniji nego sama priča, cijela ova igrica, pa eto. Zašto je bukvalno ono i na naslov igrice. Da. Vidimo se sljedeći put i eto, za par sada. Ćao ljudi, čao.